Don't mind the mess. I once again don't have time to clean. I will be at the Hypericon convention in Nashville, not this weekend, which is like today, but next weekend. And so I'm kind of scrambling. So there's a couple of things that were delayed getting together because of cutter problems and everything. And triumphant, I'm here to tell you another KNK Force update. This one's a good one. Turns out the gentleman that was helping us troubleshoot is not a part of the company. He's like an affiliate, an associate, and he just really believes in helping people out. And you got to applaud people who take their time out the way he did to help out. He was very patient. And we went through some things, and I was worried that the machine was not going to show its butt. It did, thank goodness. And so we're at a standstill now because now it's okay, let's see if fixing this works. And the thing to fix is that. Now, if you haven't been following my KNK Force updates, and those of you that have been, just go get a cup of tea or something. I have a cup of tea. As y'all know, as many people already know, I got one of the first waves of KNK Force to come out, like when it was still in the prototype, you know. And this is the blade holder that came with it. It's not even the same color as the blade holders that they put out now, which I love my little blade holder, but apparently there was a whole batch of blade holders where there's this area inside that it's like an opening or something, and it's too big, and so it creates a lot of problems, and all of them are the problems I was having. When we diagnosed that it's possibly the blade holder, we stopped, and the gentleman was going to like send me some washers that fixes the blade holder, which I think would be nice because I'd like to keep the blade holder, but I've been waiting a while, and you know, he probably got busy. Who knows? It doesn't matter because I'm going to probably, when I can get the money together, because they're a little expensive, invest in more blade holders, ones that I know are good. So what I did was I had a blade holder to a silhouette, and because I didn't really have a good choice. I could let things go and not have the stock I wanted for the convention at my table, or I could figure something out. So it's not recommended you do what I did, but I put a silhouette blade in my KNK Force. The silhouette blades have like they're gradiated with lumps and stuff, and as you can see, this is a very smooth cylinder. So I basically padded the sides of the blade with cotton, so that, because there's these two nobules that hold it in, so that it would hold in. That worked. It's a temporary fix, and I'm using the machine sparingly until I can get my blade holders. But I wanted to show off what was made today. Yes, I know, Matilda's Menagerie, I know, but you know, Matilda's Menagerie even gets a mention in the current book I'm writing, because it's Matilda's Menagerie. And this is a package of boxes I bought because, you know, when I sat and thought about it, making the boxes and buying the boxes was about the same cost, except that it would be faster to buy them. So I bought the boxes, and then the KNK Force on the nose. I'm still tweaking by the millimeter because I'm a bit of a jerk when it comes to my measurements, but yep, very lovely. Fits exactly the way I wanted it to. No more sliding, no more, oh, I think I'm going to do a rectangle even though you wanted a square. Behaved beautifully. And it's so odd that this machine is so sensitive that something wrong with your teeny weeny little blade holder would actually cause the weird problems I was having. So to the people who say, well, maybe it's just me, it's a machine error, everybody! Hi! I had even suggested it was my blade holder when I learned that they cause these problems in a certain KNK Force forum, and was told how wrong I was. No. No, not with the cuts I've gotten the last 2-3 times I've used the cutter. It's the blade holder. I can't wait till I can get the funds together to buy another blade holder, or two. But, So good news, everybody. So if you're having these kind of problems with your KNK Force that I have been ranting about and going crazy, it could very well be your blade holder. They did have a bad batch go out, and I don't know how you will go about troubleshooting your blade holder, but that is something for you to look at. And good news, I have a working cutter. Now, how long this cutter lasts, that's yet to be seen. It is definitely a much tighter cut than the others I have owned. Oh my gosh, this is some beautiful, precise cutting. I love it. You know, now that I've got a cutter that's behaving, I love it. You know, my eyesight's terrible, and it's got a camera, and it puts on the screen the cross marks you've got to find to get your cuts precise, instead of me having to squint at the machine and try to see. And that is just amazing. So I have to give a hand out to the Force people. They did a really good job. And folks that are following me and following my die cutting adventures, I either will at some point go, oh, I need to say something positive, and say something else positive, or I'll show you another project or whatever. So pretty happy. So I'm only going to have about maybe 5 Matilda's Menagerie, maybe 2 at the convention. If you are in Nashville and want to see the handiwork yourself up close and personal, you're not required to buy one. So with that, I'm going to sign off. I have a lot to do. I'll catch you guys on the flip side.